Welcome to another tutorial on the thermal generator. It can be found under the Energy and Electric Tier 5 right here. And you have three blocks. You have the thermal generator, Tier 1, 2, and 3. Each one increases the power generation by a little. The thermal energy amplifier, which is optional, and the thermal fuel tower, which is required. Now, I will go ahead and put my thermal generator. I'm using a tier 1, and the thermal fuel tower has to be placed 2 blocks away, so 1, 2. And the thermal fuel tower requires power. And so, as you can see, it can't do anything because it needs power, and which means this can't generate anything because it needs power. And so I'm going to have to start off with some solar cells so I can use the pump. And so it can use water, ice, packed ice, blue ice, and cooling units, reactor cooling units. And you can see it's going ahead and filling it. And to check the fuel level, you can come over here to the thermal generator, and you can see it's 3,000 gallons and going down because it's actually generating power at 4 joules a second, because this is a very inefficient setup, and we have to get it over 250 in order to power the pump, and then we can remove these. So once this is producing over 250, you don't need anything else. It's self-sustaining, and you can see that the fuel in the pump's going up. It's at 10,000 gallons. So the first thing we want to do is we want to increase the temperature, which it does temperature from underneath it, and right now it's 70 degrees. You can change to the nether to increase temperature, and you also can use lava underneath it. So we'll go 2 blocks down, and I will put lava, and the temperature goes up. I think you can do 3 blocks down. So 3 blocks down, it's at 1,000. 2 blocks, it increases 3,000, and then you do one more, and it gets the temperature to 6,000 degrees. And now it's doing 364 joules, which we can remove these. And now the pump is self-sustaining, and it's still using it. And so you would have to supply fuel here, but it can hold over 20,000 gallons. At 20,000 gallons, the pump shuts off until it falls back below it. Now we have some more variables here besides temperature. We have pressure. Right now it's at 6 bars. To increase pressure, you want to go down further in the ground. So the deeper you can place it, the more pressure you can have, and that will increase the power. Obstructions, that's anything above the thermal generator. So if I do this, it's now obstructed, and it's 0 units, and the power has dropped to 91. So we'll clear the obstructions, and you see the power goes back up to 364. And of course, all these numbers the bigger the number, the better. Amplifiers is this block here. I'll go over that in a second. The machine power is what tier you have. This is a tier 1, so it's tier 1 machine power. And then there's the fuel level, and then this is the output. And so now to do the amplifiers, you can place it 1 block around it. So you place it here, 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 and here. You can place one under it, but lava actually gives it more power than amplifier, and so I'm going to leave it lava. And then we can go to our amplifier. Our amplifier's at 10, and our power now is at 1000. And that also, the machine power also increases with the amplification. And there's other factors besides the tier that increases this. And so if this was like a tier 3, it would be even higher right now. Um, that is the basic setup of the thermal generator. Like I said, and also if you notice too, the obstruction went down because of this. But like each way, see that goes down and then the amplification goes down. You have to balance everything to get the maximum power, and this can go over 20,000 joules if you have like a perfect environment for it. Um, it doesn't explode right now. I may add that later. Um, and I have other things planned for it. But that's the basics for the thermal generator. Thank you for watching.